Hello, my dear children of class 8. Today we are going to learn about the bending of the ray of light is in which exactly direction during refraction of light. So come to page number 72. Some points that you have to remember are as follows. Number 1. When a ray of light suffers refraction and travels from rarer medium to a denser medium, the ray of light bends towards the normal. As you can see the picture here in figure 5.3a, the ray of light is coming from rarer to denser medium. So when it is coming from rarer to denser medium, as you have seen, the ray of light, instead of going straight like this, it has bent in this direction. That is, it has bent towards the normal. This bending of the ray of light towards the normal happens when the ray of light is coming from rarer medium and it is going to the denser medium. So always remember, when a ray of light travels obliquely from a rarer medium to a denser medium, it will bend towards the normal. Now obliquely means that is, it is already making an angle with the normal and coming. Angle with the normal means the ray of light which is coming is known as the incident ray. So there is already an angle of incidence. You see angle I is there. Alright. Now in case of this kind of bending of ray of light, when it is traveling from rarer to denser medium, you will also have to remember that angle R is always less than angle I. Angle R is always less than angle I. Next, when a ray of light travels obliquely from a denser medium to a rarer medium. Now just the opposite. When it travels from denser medium to the rarer medium, it will bend away from the normal. As you can see, instead of going straight, it has bent away from the normal. Now, when does this happen? When it is traveling from denser medium to rarer medium. Also in this case you will have to remember that angle R is more than angle I. Here angle R is more than angle I. And lastly, the third case, when a ray of light travels perpendicular to the surface of separation of the two mediums, that is, when the ray of light travels along the normal from rarer to denser or from denser to rarer, it goes without any deviation. That means it does not bend. It will have no refraction. It will just go straight along the normal. In this case, angle I equals to angle R equals to 0. So these are the three most important cases that you have to remember in case of refraction of light when it is traveling from rarer to denser medium or from denser to rarer medium, or if it is traveling along the normal. So these three things you will definitely have to remember. Now children, suppose a ray of light is moving from air to glass. Now you will have to recognize which one is the rarer medium and which one is the denser medium. See, air is the rarer medium and glass is the denser medium. Hence, when the ray of light is moving from air to glass, so the ray of light will move from rarer medium to denser medium. Hence, the ray of light will bend towards the normal. Alright, so these things you will have to keep in mind. Alright class, next we are going to move on to the principle of reversibility. According to the principle of reversibility, the path of light is reversible. That is, if the path of light from air to glass is from A to O to B, see in figure 5.2, alright, in the previous page, then the path from glass to air would be from B to O to A. That is just the opposite path. Alright. So if the air to glass path is from in whichever direction it is going, in the same path the ray of light will go back if it is going from glass to air. Okay class. Next, we are moving on to the laws of refraction. According to the laws of refraction, the incident ray, the normal, and the refracted ray all lie in the same plane. They will lie on the same plane. Alright. This is the first law. Second law is the ratio of sine of angle of incidence to sine of angle of refraction is constant. Now, what is sine? You will not understand right now. You will have to understand trigonometry in class 9 and 10. We will have that. You will understand that in that class. So for the time being, just remember these two laws, that sin I by sin r equal to constant, and that constant is known as mu. It is denoted by n or mu. Mu is a Greek letter. It is not given in your book, but this is also denoted by mu. And this law is known as Snell's law. You will learn about this in a deep depth in your higher classes. Alright. So I hope you have understood, children. I am ending the video class over here. In our next class, I will again continue with this chapter. Stay safe at home. Thank you, class.